Is your favorite auditor's favorite auditor? Audit them. The one who encourages you to audit them. I just finished printing out 20 checklist notice of finding slips. And as you guys see the thumbnail and the title of the video, today is auditing day. We are out in the field. Just gonna wait for a few people to get in here. We're gonna hype it up. YouTube has a new feature to hype up the videos, but as you guys know, we've been hyping these things up before that tab. So let's make sure we go ahead and hype this video up. That way, by the time I get to my destination, we would have enough viewers in here to potentially go live. Hey, Dale W, how's it going? Long time no see. Dale Dub. Just wait for a few people to get in here. I am going to have my body-worn camera, up-to-date body-worn cameras, really shoots in 4K. Video quality is stable. I might be recording with multiple devices, one of them being a body camera and one of them being a cell phone. So just stand by. We'll see how that goes. RM, hello there. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and he's a follower of the auditing, and he's seen. I want to get your guys' opinion if you guys think around the same thing. Hey, Richard, how's it going, Rich? So I had somebody. I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and he told me that the auditors now are dying out. Like, their styles, the auditor styles are dying out. So he told me that I got to get back out here in the field, you know, just a little motivation, little inspiration, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I do agree with him, because the auditors, they're fucking falling off like bad dope, man. If not the arrests, their lack of, you know, auditing, really. A lot of them are now turning to the street auditing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative that there are people out there that do acknowledge my work and do acknowledge my auditing, and know that my auditing is really the top of the top of the top of the top. So when people tell me things like that, it's just more inspiration, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I printed out a bunch of forms. We're gonna have to fill these forms out. We are still checking in certain parts of the Freedom of Information Act. I am also have a idea of petitions. I'm also going to be doing petitions real soon too. I have not prepared that yet, but I'm going to be doing petitions like change.org type signatures for a specific cause. So we got something like that coming up too. Anytime I come in contact with any employee, or really anybody off the street, like if I'm, you know, out there auditing, and I come in contact with people, I would explain to them what the change.org situation is about, and if we could see if we could get signatures to partake in that petition. And I got a little drive to my destination, so I said, let me start the live stream and speak with the people that are in here, see what's everybody been up to, if anybody has any questions, and hopefully, depending on how many people we have in here, I might stay live once we go into City Hall and conduct these audits and or follow-ups. John, hey, how's it going? Hey, Fufu, how's it going? There was some auditors though, salute to them. I forgot who. There was yeah, actually it was Rice Krispie and Rogue Nation. Man, like I said, those guys are some of the top of the top of the top of the top. Rogue Nation, Rice Krispie, I really like what he did is that he FOIA requested down there in Florida. He FOIA requested a general fund of all the expenses, all the monies that the city halls are using, and he went to the city town council meeting where everybody gets 3 minutes to speak, and he was just bringing to their attention some things that he found um, kind of out of pocket, really. uh, and that was pretty cool because what he was doing is he was conveying with the 3 minutes that he had is he was just asking staff, well, what is this $11,000 purchase? Oh, you guys paid, uh, $12,000 for pantyhose. These are the type of things that are interesting, and I wish more auditors would start picking up on that type of thing. Um, I did something similar to that a couple years ago. I think in 2021, about 5 years ago, I requested internet browsing history from a county assessor, and I found out he was looking up pantyhose, condoms, bisexual shit on his internet browsing history. They sent copies of all his internet browsing history, and it's like, yeah, he was going on Zillow and Realtor. Fine, a county assessor, he might go to Zillow. I mean, even though that's third party, Realtor, that's third party. But what the hell is he doing looking up things that are LGBT and pantyhose and toys for children while working for the government? Oh, he's got lunch and he's got a break. He has 30-minute break. He could look up dildos on taxpayer money. That's not a problem. We the taxpayers pay our county assessors so they could have a 30-minute lunch break, and if they wanted to look up dildos on their own, lunch break, that's up to them. Hey Lux, how's it going? So that was kind of cool, like I said, it'll be an interesting thing for more auditors to start picking up on that, start requesting the general funds. I might make that an inquiry right now. We're headed to an agency right now. Food Toy says, does that make her the dildo public property? Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like right now, for the people who follow auditors, I blame you guys too. I mean, I got a handful of people watching this live stream right now. What you guys should be doing on your own time is ordering those records. You guys should order those records from your local county assessor, county clerk. Order your county sheriff, your actual elected sheriff. I want you to put in a FOIA request to request his internet browsing history. You know what I'm saying? That's how they found out one officer. They requested all the officers' metadata email, police officer, and they found out that the police officer was illegally selling guns, ammunition on his emails, throughout his emails while working for the government. Well, they would have never found out if they did not look at his work doing his FOIAs, his emails. They would have never known that. So all I'm saying is these agencies, hundreds of thousands of agencies throughout the United States, are so happy that you folks are asleep and you're not requesting any FOIAs. You're not knowing what they're doing. Um, don't think he said if it was a man or a woman. No, it was the assessor was a man. I looked him up. But what I'm saying is because of these reasons that the FOIA numbers are so down, people are not aware of what's going on. I mean, it could be kind of like fishing, right? Kind of like the police do. They go out fishing. It's kind of like you as a citizen, you're kind of like fishing. If you were to send out a FOIA request to request your state's attorney, your government state's attorney of your county attorney, county prosecutor, if you request his or her internet browsing history for 3 months, I could almost guarantee you that you will find some things on there that are questionable that have nothing to do with government business, but it has to do with their personal life, right? So these are just things that you are required, and it's your duty to monitor these things to ensure that they are running these operations in accordance with the public interest, right? You never know. What if you find in your county prosecutor emails that are questionable? So what I'm saying is there's two chances here. One chance is you remain uh, ill-informed, you take no action, you search for no records, you send out no requests, and you stay ill-informed. Or there is an option to spend 30 minutes of one of your days to send out 30 freedom of information requests, which in 5 days you'll have an abundance of records. So you see, this is the thing. What I'm saying is we have to get with the program. Once I start going out here auditing full time, you guys will get the momentum a little bit flowing more better for you guys. My channel right now is limited because it's shadow banned and it has a limited reach. So in order for me to get my channel back up, I have to dump a bunch of content in a bunch of videos. By the 6th video I would dump, by the 7th video I would dump, it'll get back into the mojo. 17,000 views, 42,000 views. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take a little more full-time auditing. But eventually that's where we will get. And I do see myself having a larger channel, maybe in the Long Island audit numbers. But I'm telling you right now, if they gave me Long Island audit numbers, if we're talking about I had 1 million subscribers, we will start doing some real life changes. Real life changes. Because I have the wherewithal, I have the knowledge, I have the calmness, right? I have the communication skill with people. I got what it takes to get the job done, and I've been showing you guys that for years now. My entire channel is filled with results that no other auditor could show for. None. I'm not saying that to brag or anything. I'm saying that to try to teach people about how to move about it the right way. That regardless of what state you are in, right? We need to see change. We need to see real change. And salute to the person I spoke to yesterday for giving me that that outlook that he had, that he realized what I realized is that these auditors, like I said, they are falling off. They're falling off by the drone or whatever they call it, by the boat. And my auditing has never fallen off. My auditing has never ever fallen off. Um, My auditing only showed progression and true change and honorability. This is all what my auditing had showed because it comes with results. It exposes the wicked and the evil, lashing out like witches and bitches. Which is healthy for them. It's healthy for me to be an honorable person, to do my duty as required by the people, by the FOIA. And it's healthy for the employee to discredit the FOIA Act, steal money from the people, and then show their ass and their pussy hole or dick in front of your face. Right? It's healthy of an employee to pull their pants down and show their ass if that's how they want to show themselves off. On top of them showing their asshole, it's healthy for them to show that they're ignorant of the law and that they're stealing money from your hard work, where you're busting your ass to pay a defalcator. That's beautiful. Because in the end, these evildoers will build up so much of their fucking garbage that in the end, they're going to be self-destructing on their own self. Just like the numerous amount of employees who had training and then had to go slurp a straw where they don't have the wherewithal to stand up for a right because they're so much in an illusion. But that's none of my business. All I could do is just keep documenting the truth and having God be on my side. I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful. I'm so strong. I'm so grateful. I'm so intelligent. Right? L Pamonte, L Pamonte, L Pamonte Ford. L Pamonte, L Pamonte, L Pamonte Ford. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any comments? Does anybody have any statements? Does anybody have any claims? Drop it down in the comment section below. Speak louder into the mic, please. Red crushed pepper. Crushed red pepper. Notice, notice, notice of winding. Notice of winding. I'm not too far from my destination anyway, but it does not look like I am going to be going live. I just might do a static show. It depends on if people are interested. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are interested in going on a live audit. Let me know, guys, if you guys want me to continue going live on the audit. I'm not too far from my destination. General, we're going to be thumbing through right now. When I head to a city hall, we're going to be thumbing through a general fund. That's if they go ahead and provide it. If they furnish the general fund immediately as required by law, we're probably going to thumb through it real quick, take a look at some of the we're going to look at some of the expenditures that these city halls are spending the common money on. If there is anything questionable in there, we could request full detail for a later investigation. But yeah, man, now we're gonna start spending a little bit more time on documents as far as auditing. We really want to narrow down on the money, man. We got to know how this money is being spent, really. And if we're able to just, in a way, examine, inspect, analyze the general fund with account numbers from one city hall, that should relatively be the same throughout the United States. So if we point our index finger at one set of books and we see how it is constructed and we know how to interpret it, right? Basically, it's going to have a unique identifying number. It's going to have an amount and it's going to have a description next to it. For example, it's going to say an account number 123. Next to that, it's say $35,000. Next to that, it's only going to say one word. It's going to say Amazon. Well, I don't know what they spent $35,000 on Amazon per se, but what I would like to know is all the receipts that will sum up the $25,000. You see what I'm saying? So with these type of lights, these type of things here, I'm in front of my destination right now. It does not appear that we are going to continue live unless if we get the majority of the people watching now to press the number 1 within a few seconds. If you press the number 1, I would go ahead and continue within the live. If not, we're gonna go ahead and do it static. It sounds like we're gonna do it static. Yeah, let me just gear up here, put all my equipment, camera, clipboard, pencil, and Mr. T-Bone 757. We're not discussing court matters. Court matters are to be discussed before the judge. Any reasonable person will not discuss pending court matters online. I never do that. I never am interested in that at this stage. You just sit back and you wait and see what's going to happen. That's all I'm going to tell you. Court matters should be handled in courts. They shouldn't be broadcasted on live in an effort to try to make money off of. All right, anyways, all my paperwork is in order. It sounds like we are going to statically record. So if you guys would bear with me, I might be releasing a video tonight. It depends. All right, here we are. Yeah, no, we got a bunch of people in here, but we only got a limited of ones. This is the last chance. If everybody will press the number 1 right now, let me identify who's all in here. If not, I'm gonna shut this live stream down and go static.